have some Orcust action for you today against probably one of the more interesting matchups that it has seen. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So I'm scratching my head here because this is an interesting matchup. Alright, this just kind of proves to you, like, having a wall of Mulcharmies is actually very, very interesting for the game. So we're going to have Tenpai versus Orcust here. And Orcust, you know, getting their new line of support to make this deck a little bit more consistent was what we wanted to see. And I've enjoyed seeing the action that we can get out of this. Now, you're also going to see, that's a lot of Mulcharmy. Alright, so we are going to go ahead, we are going to deploy the Perulia here, double check, make sure everything is okay, and then we're going to go ahead and get our draw cycle beginning. I mean, giving your opponent one card off of this is typically fine. Like, you're like, okay, this is going to get the mill, you know, sure, it's an exchange of powers. So we're going to go ahead and Fulawars here, which is, once again, oh boy, I love the Mulcharmy duo. Okay, sure. So we're going to go ahead, we'll get our mill off here. We'll go ahead and hand these this little token over to our opponent. And we'll be like, okay, sure, we'll go ahead and do the thing here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make Galatea I, which will go ahead and get us some little free value here. Hey, look, free Babel. All right, free value. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to Dark Grepher, special summon here. Now, keep in mind that we are holding this Magna Hut down here because you could have bumped out the Harp Horror and been fine, but scouting to see if your opponent's going to do anything else, I think is the correct call here. So we do get a another free draw here, which is just really, really good. We're going to go ahead and Harp Horror here. We're going to go ahead and Ash that, which actually is a pretty good call. All right, so we're going to go ahead and banish. We're going to go ahead and target the Galatea I, and we're going to go ahead and mill off Zawando. All right, well, that's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and bump out the wand here, which is actually a good call. You don't want to deal with this. All right, we still do have a Symbol Skeleton down, but we got to get to that point. All right, so we're going to go ahead and Magna Hut. All right, we're going to go ahead and make the Galatea here. All right, we'll go ahead and get our famous value of tucking this on back into the deck. We'll go ahead and get the trap card loaded on up here because, hey, having Babel and Crescendo both loaded up is fine. We're going to go ahead and discard. We're going to go ahead and mill back off. Guess what? There's our wand. All right, we still had it. Dark Grepher got us to where we needed to be out here. So we're going to go ahead and put that down. Wand, go ahead and trigger. We're going to go ahead and make this. You're going to see the Dingrisu appearing out here. We're going to go ahead and attach on up the harp here. Now Galatea I is going to go ahead and do its thing. Get our free little summon out here. All right, so now we get to go ahead and link on in to the IP here. We just want to make sure that we have this up and running, which is good. Giving our opponent more resources. Good thing that these are limited in the functionality or bad things could happen. All right, you do have the Galatea being made here. All right, we'll go ahead and Symbol Skeleton revive the other Galatea. Reason why you're going to do this is because we're going to make that Link 4 here. And that Link 4 is going to get us to the big guy, the Orcust Mekk-Knight. Oh boy. So we're going to go ahead, we'll give our opponent another draw. We're going to go ahead and take control of this. We're going to go ahead and put back the wand back into the deck. So we're on one. A Magna Hut, you have Ellen Grisu here, you have the IP loaded up, you have the Crescendo, and you have the Babel. Problem is you've given our dear old Tenpai player down here a great many resources, one of them being a board breaker here. Hi, Nihilus, how are you? So we're going to go ahead and pass turn. All right, hello, Genroku being added to hand. We're going to go ahead and trigger this on up. All right, we'll go ahead and rotate on up into the Pydra. Pydra's going to go ahead and set up the summoning out of the deck here. This is actually good, so this will at least get the Crescendo out of the way here. So we'll go ahead and enter in turn. We'll go ahead and activate this. They're going to go ahead and Crescendo it on off the field. Good call. All right, we're going to go ahead and deploy the Chandra here. So this is going to force the next level of interaction here, which will be the IP. That way we can go ahead and droplet the ever-living crap out of that. Spot removal, level full chain of, this is 413 and 25. Sure. All right, power down. All right, so now we're going to go ahead on resolution. We're going to go ahead and Harp Horror on up here. On into the Mekk-Knight, go ahead and mill off Symbol. We'll go ahead and Symbol on back the Dingri. So this is actually a really good play, because you're going to go ahead and send this. Alright, keep in mind your opponent still has a core normal, which is going to be a little bit of an issue, but that's fine. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send this. Sure, we'll go ahead and deploy the Fadra. Go ahead and revive this. So many resources. Hey, look, it's a free revive. Go ahead and revive this. Go ahead and jump on into this. And now our opponent can't make an attempt to respond here. But before we go into battle phase, they will get to go ahead and mill off this. All right, and then we'll go ahead and battle phase, attack. Go ahead and bring up the good card. Go ahead and recruit for the Sengen Kaiman. Now they know that we're going to be threatening some pretty crazy BS here. Alright, swing on in. Yes, it is bigger, but that's fine because we want to go ahead and trigger these on up. So we're going to go ahead, attempt to revive. We'll bring this on up. This comes back, and they're hitting that concede button. There's not much you could really do there. I'm sorry, like, you had to play into the resource pool, and it was just a bad situation overall. Like, you got double Mulcharmied. You got Yu-Gi-Oh'd. Alright. Hey, look, we've drawn Lancia, and double Imperm, and a Mulcharmy, and a Chandra. Amazing, actually. So, we're going to go ahead and Lancia. Alright, well, sorry, Orcust player. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to get Foolwarst. Alright, well, I guess I didn't want to play the game anyway. We're going to deploy and normal summon the Harapur here, and we're going to go ahead and make it into Galatea. Yeah, they'll get a free draw here, but we're going to go ahead and get a resource out of the deck. Nope, I'm just kidding, we're going to get Impermed. Well, you know, it was a good run. We really did try here. But this is why we have the Impulse coming down the Crescendo, and we have the Dimensional Barrier. Like, we're good here. Like, this is definitely an arsenal. Down comes Mr. Chandra. We're going to go ahead and attempt to trigger. We're going to go ahead and get Crescendoed. Well, sorry Chandra. You thought you were going to get a resolution, but no. You just got yeeted out of existence. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pass here. We're going to go ahead and deploy Nihilus here. So each time your opponent summons a monster or monsters from the graveyard or banishment, we'll get some value out of this. Alright, this is going to ensure that we can do a thing. Also, the fact we have this loaded up is kind of insane. So we're going to go ahead and Imperm the mech. We'll go ahead and Crescendo, go ahead and grab the Orcust Nightmare up here. Now, we're going to go ahead and get Value Town here. This getting to send each and every turn is really, really good. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get Ashed. Sure. Alright, so Orcust Nightmare time. We're going to go ahead and, hello, Wando. Wand, go ahead and revive. Now, so this is where the Nihilus is going to start to get in to the good value out here. We'll go ahead and trigger up into Galatea. Tuck this on back. We'll go ahead and babble on up. Galatea coming back. Alright. They do get a draw here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make Ellen Grisu here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and trigger our ability to go ahead and get back the Crescendo here, actually. So we can have this go ahead and set it in pass turn. And we are hitting that concede button. Well, I mean, Crescendo, we also have the Dominus Impulse on the back burner there. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do. That's kind of like the thing I like about this deck now is this deck actually has an actual access point to using Crescendo. Like, it's taken years for Orcust to kind of complete the cycle of things that they could do, but the Link 1's revivability and searchability, making everything a quick effect, this deck it feels so much better than it once did, and I'm really happy to see it. So we are going on in to game 3 here. Alright, so let's see what we've got. So we've opened up Pydra, the Impulse, the Foolwarst, the Chandra, and the Fadra across the table. We got an Orcust Nightmare, a Harpur, the Succession, the Symbol Skeleton, and an Impulse. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good, right? We're going to go ahead and deploy the good card. Sure. Nice Sengen Kaiman. We'll go ahead and Chandra on up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make the Bident here. Sure. We'll go ahead and Bident, revive this, and we're going to go ahead and make the Sphere Mode. So it's interesting because at any point in time there, they could have impulsed to cut this off from doing the thing. I guess we could have wasted the Kaiman to special one, but I don't know. That's a big one here. So we're going to go ahead and deploy this. You already knew that this was going to get bounced anyway. That's why I was questioning this. So we'll go ahead and bounce this on back. All right, we'll go ahead and trigger our thing. We're going to go ahead and Foolwarst here. Up comes the Quackimera Drago. And this card just auto-shuts out Orcust. They just can't play the game. So now we're going to go ahead and Fadra on up here. We'll go ahead and get Impulsed. Sengen Kaiman on into the good card. Swing on in, and it's time to start the Megazord. And as a result, it's over. I guess you could have made the argument, like I said, maybe they should have tried to cut them off from getting to the Sphere Mode, or the Spheres Pass. I think that would have been a little bit better of a call, but this hand was just, this was unplayable garbage. Also, Quackimera Drago, that's all they wrote. That's the cost of playing a light and dark dragon deck. But it was kind of cool to see Orcust actually getting the chance to shine out here. You know, the power of the Mulcharmies doing their thing. But overall, I like this. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.